Lizard.
Enormous is here first.
Lizard.
Markup painting just claimed second.
JMB, LJB semicolon comma NJB semicolon comma KM semicolon comma MB, KLJM, M and B, JBJN dot comma M dot comma NMM, N, M and B dot K slash comma M dot MN dot MN, MN slash comma M, MB dot NB dot slash comma NMB slash.
First night without CPAP in ears. Do you use a CPAP machine when you have to go sleepy times? Just out of curiosity. Could be years. Could be ears too. Both, I could see both being a plausible solution. I could see both being semi-plausible. Hence, I will ask for clarification. Because see, I could see it being CPAP in ears because that would be a noisy thing, right? Or it could be too close to the bed. Kind of. Well, I mean, it has to be close to the bed because. Well, you gotta auctionate. I mean, you gotta auctionate everything, man. You gotta auctionate the ears, the eyes, all of it, right? Oh, we have one more wing to finish up. Where I had finished last time, I was doing all of the black lining, so we're gonna add some kula. Go! It goes, Hootie. It goes. How fare thee, my dwarven lover? The Lion Creative just finished a bit of dwarf. What dwarf were you painting? Hmm? What dwarf hailed your attention? Hammer! You gotta love a good hammer. A good hammer is always great. Oh, you gotta repair. Oh, CPAP machine broke. That's not fun. That is how they say no bueno. What's up? No mana. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Follower Fisher, how are you? It only needs to. Do you get a new one tomorrow? Solo? Oh, okay. Freaking bust out that freaking duct tape, slap it on. It's not meant to move, therefore duct tape. Be safe, no mana. Be safe. If it gets the job done, then it's completed its task as it's supposed to. Standing Matt, why are you so weird? Thank you. You are less weird now. I didn't. I will continue to try to see if we can have. I'll work on an agreement with Mama Lion to get you 1 day a week. What 1 day a month? I'll ask if the great Lion Creative can join us. No mana, yes. He changed his name to Pure Chaos Speak Mayhem Tosser. So he's PCPMT. He's forever Norm. You can't escape Norm. Once Norm starts, Norm doesn't end. All right. Norm is forever Norm. See, the fact that he didn't pick Norm. Hey, welcome in, Michael Payne's Minis. Good evening, Frogstein. How are you? You're painting mojo. I know what it's like to lose that mojo. Good evening, Lit, and your pretty kitty cats. Oh, you should be able to check that link I sent you, Lit, and it should work now. That's what I wanted to do today, but I took a nap instead. Thank you. I am slowly losing my mind with them. And I look forward to when I can be done with them. Ooh, what kind of challenge are you thinking of? There is no primer on them, Lit. So you could do, I washed them really well, and that seemed to work. The other option would be to do like a matte varnish or a satin varnish on them. And that would help the paint adhere and help flow onto the wing. What kind of challenge you thinking, Lion? We got plenty of time to get it squared away. I'm always down to challenge myself and challenge others while painting. If we can come up with one, I'll float it to the group and we can goof off. Because I had actually joked about it one day, is trying to do a hobby hijinks sort of deal with painting on stream and goof off. We've done left-handed challenges before, so. Yeah. So
Catra. Wicked _ minis just showed up with 15 viewers. Hope they have
Wicked!
treats.
Are you done with your non-metallic metal, heck? And welcome in, Wicked. We're going good. We're going good. I had some pork belly for dinner. My brain's literally freezing right now. Pork belly for dinner. Working on these beautiful wings for this Fey dragon. Kind of hoping to get them done so I can finish cleaning up what little bits I want to clean up, like some of her paws. There's some of their paws are not fully bedded out, and then I want the orange, I think, to come up a little bit more, but I need to dab it with something else and kind of play with it a little bit more, because it's just not. I like the vibrancy, but I don't think it's orange enough yet. Like, I feel like this takes away from everything else left and right of it, so I need to bring up the blue and the orange a bit more to get it to stand out. But I mean, they're a really pretty dragon. They're a pretty dragon. Because I need to do some more with the blue as well. And get it to come up. It's definitely a change from the things that I have done in the past on stream, which it's been, let's see how I can paint, how dark I can paint this. But I've enjoyed that. I've enjoyed this piece a lot. But yeah, Lit was asking about, you can use like a satin varnish or something on it. Okay, check in, Jay. Check in and rock and roll. So yeah. But you got your non-metallic metal done on your that named character from Age of Sigmar. That looks good. Looks real good. I was futzing with her on Saturday night. I've got a long way to go. My God, there's so much to go on her. And I just realized the tone of this leg is different than the tone of that leg. I have to fix that. Well, it feels like I have forever to go on her. I really don't, but shall be a bit more. Bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum, 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 ba-da-da, bum. Painting an amputee. I did that too. One of the Sheikah, the chibi model for Sheikah, actually lost one of her arms one day, and I was like, well, she's now armless. Oh, I'm sorry. She doesn't have them all glued together yet. I have all of her bits. But yes, she right now she's very much an amputee. I have her in a bajillion little pieces right now because trying to paint her as one unit is just it's just not going to work. So she's in a bunch of sub-assembly pieces, and I decided to work from the ground up. So her base is pretty much done. Her flowing robes, I'm trying to get to the point of being done so I can raise them up essentially and glue them on and then start moving up her body more. But I painted one of the legs and then I looked at the other leg and I'm like, son of a biscuit, they're different. It's because I didn't have any red oxide on my palette when I was painting the skin tone last night. Because I forgot to write down my skin tone for her when I was doing it. Oh, stretch. I need to stretch. But yeah. Somewhere I had a list of things that I wanted to finish on her, on the Fey Dragon. Oh, there it is. So orange on the backside, ochre and brown, smoother, and then nails in the rainbow. Um, I kept the material clear and decided just to keep to speed paints. The couple of test fits that I've put together of the figure show it jiving together, so that's about all I can ask for. I don't know if I'm going to do this on all of the Fey creatures, because I don't know how I feel about the process yet. Like, I've liked it. I just don't know if I like it, right? The clear materials, keeping the material clear was definitely a choice that I made. And when I do the unicorn, I may mix it up a little bit, because the unicorn also has wings. She's never been on stream yet, but she has clear wings as well, which I don't know if I'll keep clear. Yeah. But I'm starting to feel the fanfare for this figure coming. Like, I'm debating if I want to finish it on a Friday night and just push to complete it. That way we can move to like the pony or the unicorn on another night and just have fun painting that. And I can start prepping the other boxes, because I think I'm just going to dedicate Friday to the Briarwood Vale for the most part and see what I get done. I'll need to do a bunch of prepping this week anyway. Because the Briarwood Vale, I believe, has a bunch of bees in it, and they are fun to paint. Welcome in, Ace of Diamonds. How are you? So that's actually what I'm using on these solo. So this is the Reaper's Superwash, which is essentially a speed paint. It was the same idea as a speed paint. I was going to use the gloss paint that they released one year, but I did not like how it was working. So I switched out to the Superwash and the speed paints to see how it would behave. And I liked the result I was getting. So I was able to keep. So the idea that I had was, if I outline this in black, Black Temple of Blade Corvettes, and I was wondering, do they have plasma running through them? Plasma is in blood or plasma is in the energy? Yeah. It's interesting. Oh, you've seen me paint what? And I'm still a noob. I feel like every time I paint, I do it slightly different. All I'm doing is just slapping paint down and seeing where it goes. I honestly could not answer that question, Ace. But given that they have many power items, that would not surprise me if they did. I am working on the wing to one of my Fey dragons. So, to one of my Fey dragon, the only Fey dragon I own. So the wings will hang out on here, and I'm working to try to make sure I have visual contrast with the wing. And then they'll sit like that. They have energy fields. Oh. The shield piece. So, is the energy field encompassing into the shield? Ah. Oh, interesting. So the shield is the field generator, essentially. Seems dangerous. To be honest. We do, Judge Dave, we do. How do you do? So that's kind of the question I have is, does it like enhance the shield a little bit? Because I mean, I could see that's where the heavy thing is. Okay. 3 hour window, we can do that. Lion. Question is, what kind of challenge do you want to do? Do you want to do we all paint something similar with the same palette? Did you want to pick 4 colors and see what we could generate with 1 miniature? Did we want to have a half-hour challenge pop up to see how we paint something different? And then we do this side. To Storm Shield. One second. Okay. Let me know. I just asked to make sure that we can get everybody the same thing or something similar to have something to share throughout the class. I'll be around. You know where to find me. You know where's to find me. They go. We are relaxed. Gatra watches to make sure that I am safe. She's been very interested in the squirrels as of late. They have been plotting something outside, it seems. I do, Ace. Good evening, Mama Lion. How are you? All right. We're going to put the wing to aside for a little bit. Well, we've been trying to see if we can have Papa Lion come out every so often. Don't want to go. Join the club. Neither do I. Tomorrow morning, I got to figure out how to print something and then put it into QC and then listen to somebody essentially whine for the rest of the day about how it looks like shit. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to deal with that shit. How are you, sweetie? Did you have a good nap? Okay. Sleep well, Solo. Be safe. Hmm? Hi. Hello, 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 hello. Good morning, Grand Robert. How are you? I have Super Kitty all up in my grill right now. Apparently, she did not like when I napped with her today and woke her up with the alarm. What's up? How are you? Who's my gorgeous kitty? Huh? Are you my gorgeous kitty? Are you my gorgeous kitty? Yes. Ow. I have a separate camp for her when she decides she wants to hang out in the spot that I've dedicated for her. Yes. Hello. Who's pretty kitty? Huh? Huh? Yes. Who's gorgeous? You're feeling extra soft today. That's good. Doggos tend to like lots of people. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We do not bite on that, though. Mm-hmm. How are you, sweetie? We don't like that. I have had to use sacrificial brushes sometimes to get her to leave me alone or have her self entertain herself. She did DoorDash outside for a little bit today, and she's like, you know what? I'm going to say no to that. Hey. I'd very much not like it if you would drink my paint water. And can we not please put our tail all over stuff that I'm currently working on? Thanks. It'd be much appreciated. Love you so much, sweetie. Thank you. You are being such a great help today. Right now is, yes, hello. Hello. You know, when I pet your butt, you tend to scoot back into something. Yes. Hello. How are you? What happened? What's up? Why are you so interested in my straw? Huh? Why are you so interested in my straw? If you knock that over and spook yourself, I'm going to be very unhappy. Mm-hmm. Yes, who's pretty kitty? Who's gorgeous kitty? Sweetie Petey. Who's my pretty kitty? Are you my pretty kitty? Oh, good kitty. Mm-hmm. To be fair, I'm actually kind of surprised she's lasted this long. Now, Christopher, what are they walking around going, Mama, Mama, I need it. I gotta have more more cowbell. So that was the rule of the toddler I was talking about last night. You got the ceiling semi fixed? That's good. Semi fixed is better than not fixed at all. And I'm sorry to hear that about your mom. Well, now you need to like show her Christopher Walken videos and be like, if your hair is going to look like this, then you got to rock like this. And the expectation is you rock out straight up. I'm glad as well. When I saw you and Wicked Stream talking about that, I was like, oh lordy. Hi, how are you? Huh? Huh? What's up? Hmm? Is that better for you? You want to say hello? You want to give everybody a meow meow? Can we get a meow meow? I need a little bit of that meow meow. Hmm? Because if they're gonna go part way from the hair, yeah. Yes, that is Fat Boy Slim. I do remember the song. I just remember the part of the Blue Oyster Cult where they were playing in the band, and the guy's like, "I gotta have more cowbell," and they're like, "I just don't feel like I'm bringing anything to uh, the band because all I do is play a cowbell." It's like, yeah, well, yeah, kind of, but at the same time. Weapon of choice. Thank you, Frank. Friendo. You're seeing him this year. Why do cows wear bells? Because the horns don't work. Work. What are we doing? Hey, we're not drinking that. Again, we're not drinking paint water. Please and thank you, ma'am. Please and thank you. Big old yawn. Yes, hello. Hello. This is the content everybody wants to come and see. Cat nuzzle the hand. Yes. Oh, hello, gorgeous. Hello. Uh-uh. She's definitely wanting attention. Also, did I miss Studio J7 stream today? I know Adepticon stuff went live. Oh, okay. He was up. Kind of throws me off a little bit when people don't do the thing. Like, you ever just find yourself in a rhythm and you're just like, yeah, this is what we're doing today. She is. I got done with my walk and I moved the burnt ends over to the pan and came upstairs and moved some stuff around. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to lay down in the bed with the cat and we're going to have us a night, have us a nap. Oh my God. If she can't sleep through the night with that, Auntie, I'm concerned. Yeah. All right. I kind of like that a little bit better. Kind of helping me. What you doing, sweetie? Big old stretch from you. All right. All right. Are you getting down? All right. Goodbye. Sorry. I had to pause there before she like dug her nails into my hip. To dismount, she likes to use my leg as something to crawl down, and sometimes her claws hit the just right in your hip, and you're like, oh, that was more sensitive than I thought it was supposed to be. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that everywhere. I believe that is what I should be doing. Also, I love smoking meats, but sometimes it gets stuck in a tooth somewhere. And I'm like, God bless it. Ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-na-na. All right. Yeah, that's going to help quite a bit. I think I need to run some orange in between. Maybe just a little bit. Okay. A plan is being formulated. Let's continue the plan and finish one area. That's a lot of fun. I know a lot of people. Brush for Hire has a shart sessions, I guess you would say, where he can do a miniature exchange with people. Which, if I ever do Adepticon, I need to enter that as well. Yeah, I need to bring the rest of that up. Yeah, that's good. We've got ads starting in about 20 seconds. I say about because it's the ad warning and then it feels like a minute goes by and then the ads actually start. I need to go take care of something. So I'm going to be right back while the ads run.
Emotional damage.
Hootie underscore hoot underscore request a dad joke.
Why doesn't the chimney sweep call out sick from work? Because he's used to working with the flu. So are you going to be helping a mental health thing that pun runs, Frack? Absolute cinema. Pure cinema. So I've done this piece through here. I think I want to match the rest of it. Yep. Supportive of MHCP. I couldn't. I remembered it was MH something, but I couldn't remember the full acronym. I do remember it's a mental health thing.
Katra. Spelling mistake just showed up with 3 viewers. Hope they have treats.
Spieling? Spieling? Did you become the Hollow Knight? Did you find all of your friends? Did you find all of your bug friends? Three left to find. Excellent. Did you go back and check the bank? Caliplo. This is from Reaper Bones 6. They did the Briarwood Vale. It's a D&D. It's meant for Dungeons and Dragons tabletop systems, so you could use it for Pathfinder, or you could use it for D&D proper, or any other system that you've felt the need to. You could use it in Daggerheart. It's generic. I mean, they're meant to be. 15 streams, and I still haven't finished a miniature. You're right, Hootie. Uh-oh. Spieling's going to have to go find a bug. Spieling's going to have to go find a bug and get that money back. I saw you doing that. I'm like, oh, I'll have to come back and ask. Good morning, Tiny Big Wars. Be safe, and thank you for that lurk, Spieling, and thank you for the raid. Be safe and be awesome. I forgot to do the streamer things and give them the shout out. You can't do it from that window because it's dumb. The shout out for the Spieling mistake. They are a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful being that paints miniatures, plays video games, does Minecraft things, and is all around a warm and fuzzy person to see. Please do give them a follow. Also, they're an upside down. It is a sweet username. I've misspelled it so many times. She has. They have played bolter games or old school bolters. She played like the old school bolt action one day, and during one of the times when like they were resting, Titus pulled out the Codex Astartes and started reading it when they were standing there idle, and she was like, "Oh my god, he is a nerd," or whoever it's meant to be in bolt action. What do you do if you sneeze while you two options, Invigorator. There's two options. One, you quickly look away and try to hold it in, or 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 you throw the model as fast as you can away and you take as many steps as way, trying not to trip over the chair that's directly behind you while the cat jumps on your back. It can be a very, 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 very intense thing sometimes. Sneezing on this stream could be woo. All while trying to remember to push the mute button as well. It can be an intense thing, good sir. It can be intense. But welcome in. And I hope you are having a fantastic Sunday. We're working on our Fey Dragon, and I'm trying to get the orange to pop up a little bit more. I think I know how I want to do it, but I just need to commit and get to my little dot. Another Bushido done. Ah, I'll take a look after stream. I do love your work. You know, you're formerly known as Norm. You're forever Norm in my book. Don't worry about it, Jessica. I refuse to call you Jessica because that was a previous partner's name. But I've never had a previous partner named Norm, so Norm is fair game. Also, I've had some of the green rub off, so I gotta reestablish that. gangster pair of dice. So does he roll sideways? Or do they roll sideways? Are they rolling dirty? But I can guess it as well. '49ers win. Woohoo! Steve Young's going back to the Super Bowl. But they gained Brett Favre. I'm kidding. One guy hasn't caught a pass since 2020. Thank you for that stretch, Ace of Diamonds. Oh. Oh. All right. Your whole job as a wide receiver is to catch a pass. If you can't catch one in 6 years and you can maintain a job, pretty sure I can maintain a job. Well, what? Well, what? What are you going to well me with now? Huh? Well, okay. I just, yeah, but I mean, you sat on the bench because he was collecting a freaking paycheck. I feel like this, I need to use this when I talk to my boss. It's really funny. Well, so I have my year-end review on the 19th with my boss. You're right. Um, that is a lie, Ace. All painting skills are great, and every day that you get to create art is a great day. Never be negative. I have to set that up so it does the automatic shoutouts gilded. I really should set that up. I just haven't done it yet, or I haven't gone through and battled that. Welcome in, Gilded. I hope you're doing all right. We're just working on our Fey Dragon. I think I've got the wings officially done. So I kept the clear plastic in them. Yeah, but then they gotta like remember. So I think the wings are done, and it's really just going through and making sure that the colors are where I want them to be for the rest of it. So we may finish it up on Friday just to say it's done. Because the orange, so like the orange over here doesn't feel like it's the same over here, or it feels like it's too dark. But to that point, um, when I was talking in your stream about like the frosting and the paint breaking for Chimera, that's what I was referring to. Is like the yellow on his paw, on their paw, doesn't always have like perfect coverage, so you have to work with it quite a bit sometimes, and it gets frustrating. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to fix that. I got to fix a lot of the ochre pieces down through here anyway, so it's not a big deal. Or sometimes with Chimera, one of the larger issues is rub off. So because this model has been dragging against something, it's rubbed off in spots it's not supposed to. It's the joys of Chimera, but at the same time, you get the really vibrant colors. So you get like the red, the orange, the yellow, the green, the blue, and the purple. Well, I don't rub it off screen. I really don't. I rub everything on screen or on stream. Bazinga. Um, I'll take a look at your work later, Ace. But we all have fun painting, and we're here to all paint and learn to be and enjoy the art of making something. We just don't think that green is a creative color. It is a joke. It is a joke. Yeah, different journeys, different strokes, different folks. Oh, it's easily accessible, and it's right here in my little bun basket. Uh, that is a bugbear I did in 2019. This is what a similar one looks like that I've painted. So, yeah. Journeys are different, and every day you get to paint and create art is always a fun time. And then this guy was about 2020. Garcia, how are you? You fixed your OBS. Yay. What was it? Oh. So did you have to close like a preview window somewhere? Oh. Oh, it was using two different video cards when it was meant to be using one. Gotcha. How'd that happen? New sharp pointy things. And no mana, name a better love story. What? Sharp pointy things and no mana. It's a love story as old as time. A song old as rhyme. Oh, I gotcha. I gotcha. I got you. You're doing a little hack and cough. Little tickle in the back of your throat. With the weather changing, I mean, I'm surprised I haven't caught something. But then again, I did get a flu shot and I tend to stay pretty isolated from most people, so. Ah. Yeah, that tends to happen at -10. There we go. Yep, I need these. Yep. Down the back we go. Well, I mean that's the body doing the thing that it wants to do to try to protect the human. I'm not gonna go for that much longer, Garcia, and I'm chilling on my own. Chilling on my own tonight. There's still arrows everywhere. Did you ever get a chance to talk to him about that other place you were going to live in or possibly move into on a farm? If I remember correctly, right? If I remember correctly. Oh yeah, it was a super tiny house. Oh yeah, you couldn't. Oh, you need accessibility to the services you use. On this Saturday, I need to get a freaking haircut, or if I can, try to go Friday and get a haircut. But then you turn around and spend it in car. It's delicate. Uh, I have a do rag on right now, and I can feel my hair bending. And it's like, it's time to get a haircut. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Would you rather sit through a 6-hour public debate on the intricacies of parking permits in the world of 40K, no bathroom breaks, or have to babysit a nilbog, being basically responsible for him in the middle of a metropolis for 1 hour? Is the nilbog in the 40K universe as well? I have a feeling I know what the question is. One second, I have to look up what the nilbog is. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. 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 So, chaotic goblin spirit from Dungeons and Dragons, embodying mischief, trickery, and hmm. 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 Do I get to choose the metropolis area? I.e., are we going to be in downtown New York? Yeah. Well, I mean, Waterdeep wouldn't be bad to have it running wild because it wouldn't be an uncommon thing there. Essentially, what ends up happening. So the Nilbog will cause somebody to come and want to stop it. And I'm assuming I have to find a way to keep the stupid thing alive for some time greater for this 1 hour thing, right? For this 1 hour competition. But I would get to be in the water deep. I could blame it on the Dungeon of the Mad Mage. Oh, I'm aware. The other half, I'm just, a 6 hour parking debate would be easy for me to listen to. One, because it would be funny. Just absolutely hilarious to be like, we're here in the 41st millennium and we're going to argue about parking because Karen, the servitor, is upset with the Space Marines that double parked the Thunderhawk. This could be some comedic gold, which then breaks down into debate of the Codex of Astartes and what it means to be a Space Marine, right? So there could be great humor in that. However, playing a game of tag with said Nilbog in Waterdeep could have its own set of fun. Because you could go upset some of the gangs that you know exist. In which certain aspects of Waterdeep wouldn't be totally upset from a political standpoint. So my day job, Invigorator, is I'm a professional engineer. I have those meetings daily. So the real question is do I want an hour of watching something cause chaos and just making sure it doesn't kill somebody? Or do I want to sit there for 6 hours and watch Server Karen argue with Space Marine Dante because they couldn't figure out how to land the Thunderhawk and the ship correctly, so they created parking permits? This shit could be wild. Oh, I pushed the wrong button. I pushed the wrong button. Son of a biscuit. Yeah. I pushed the wrong button. That was goofy. That was me being goofy. I try to spam the snoozes. Well, it's just more of a it's a goofy question from the point of view of, do I want to watch do I want to go and help create some amount of chaos, right? In a metropolis area. And as long as nobody dies, that should be okay. Simply because the chaos aspect of it seems like fun. And I'm kind of okay with the hour long with the Nilbog. It would be something more enjoyable because you. Well, I mean, you don't want it to set fire to a shop, so you have to find a way to keep it entertained. But at the same time, if it could set fire to a shop, it's not there to set fire to a shop. It's there to create chaos and mayhem. Creating artificial chaos through a fired shop is not exactly its forte, I would say. Now, getting two people to fight each other, that's where it's at. Right? The idea that you could find a way to manipulate this somehow for your enjoyment, because that kind of creature wants to feed off of energy more than sit around and stare at the walls. So if you don't find a way to interact and entertain with it, then it's going to go do things you don't want it to do. Right? Essentially, it's a toddler with crazy powers. So if you knew what was going to happen, you would have to find a way to interact with it. Or if you saw it and you had some inkling of an idea of what it is, engaging with it in a way to keep it entertained, right? Like the Superman villain, Nixit Flipsic, whatever his name is. Superman got tired of dealing with it because it was predictable in a sense. And as long as he gave him some amount of attention, he usually stayed focused on what Superman was doing, right? He never disengaged from Superman. And at some point, he figured out how to deal with it. So he's like, hey, this is what I'm doing to keep you entertained. And that was the extent of the fun. Robin from Teen Titans, right? So it's fun because, like, the question sounds like the Vorlon it's like you could go watch them argue over parking requirements in the 40K universe, but some of those people actually start getting like super engaged in that stuff. And it becomes almost a hilarious drama. If you've ever sat through that stuff is wild. If you ever go to like one of those public meetings, oh my God, that stuff can be hilarious. You cannot write the jokes that happen with it. If you sit there for like an hour and you have like 1 inch of critical thinking, that stuff can be hilarious. just to watch the sheer goofiness of people. Oh, yes. It, like, both of them have, like, goofy, funny stuff that you could go see and watch. And that kind of information just doesn't, like, do you ever watch The Orville, or did you ever watch The Orville on Hulu? If you ever get a chance to watch it, there's a couple of episodes in there that are real bangers, and then there's a bunch that aren't because it's, you know, it's sci-fi spoof from Star Trek. Um, one of the episodes that made me think of it was there was an advanced species that essentially loved reality TV, right? And at one point, it kidnaps two crew members of the Orville to put them in this museum for social drama, right? Because that's what this species really enjoyed. So, in human history, if we go back and we look through all of the TV shows that we really enjoy watching, like all of the weird guilty pleasures, is our reality TV. Um, the reality TV aspect of the days of our lives becoming something that people needed to watch was hilarious. But it ended up being like the feature's main attraction because they had millions of hours of entertainment just from TV. And I'm like, sometimes I wonder, it's like, you know, we joke about all the stupid things that we do, but how much does it actually help create an awareness of benefit? Or may it one day be something that we can use to our advantage? And the goofiness of that is why I like the Orville, opposed to Star Trek. Granted, I didn't really care much for the last season that I saw on Hulu, but you know, life is life. Uh, so, like, there's questions about what would be more fun to watch, like getting to know something and watching like a 6 hour debate about parking with the Codex of Astartes and everyone arguing over it, and seeing Gilliman fight with someone about it as well would be hilarious. So it's really a tough question because it could be fun on both ways. Yeah. I actually need to put up my right timer here shortly. Thank you for that follow, Big Moose Stone. Big Moose Tank. I'm sorry. Below. Sorry. I'm using a pair of reading glasses and my brain's created words. Welcome in and feel free to lurk or chat. Whatever you would like. All right. Now this side. We did this side earlier. And now I want to do this side to kind of bring it up to make it match. Wasn't feeling orangey or bright enough for me, so add a little bit more shiny skin tone and brighten it up some more. Sometimes it feels like it's a little too white, but when I bring everything up with it, I think it'll be all right. Thank you. It's a Fey Dragon from Reaper Miniatures. It's in the Briarwood Vale expansion. I wanted to be super colorful with it, so I mixed up. Wanted to make sure that the colors were not going to be like super muted. I wanted it to be a hyper bright dragon, so the wings and stuff are in this box right now because they shot the wings in clear. That will be going to the... That will be mounted on them, and the base is clear as well. Just working through my finish list, which is trying to get stuff squared away before I really worry about gluing it down, because I want to clean up a lot of the yellow ochre underneath along with the orange. I need to get my rainbow on the antennae working great, and the green needs to get cleaned up a smidge as well. But Monday we'll be going back to our Mix It Up Monday challenge, which we just try to use the primary color. Primary colors, mix all of our own colors, and see what we come up with. I think I'm going to be pulling from a D&D hero box for a little bit. Or my heroes that are ready to be painted. Let's see what I come up with. On Wednesday nights, we'll paint up different board game miniatures. I'm working through some Borderlands stuff right now, and then we'll probably work on Elden Ring, and then switch to wrap up what we have from Borderlands, and then I need to prep up some Batman the Animated Series stuff as well. You can kind of see the difference between this and this right here. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. Maybe I can get down the orange. I accidentally ran that out, so I feel terrible that I did. slid out. That's why you're being so wonky. Bum, bum. All right. Down the tail we go. Welcome back, Invigorator. I need to really take time and accept that it's either going to be right out time in 10 minutes or should really rate out. Oh, okay. Let me put this down. Let me put this down. All right. We went a little bit longer than we're supposed to, but that's normal. I do need to go to work tomorrow morning, and I need to be in a reasonable state. So we're going to put up our raid timer. In 10 minutes, we will raid out. I usually try to end around 8:30 because it's usually a nice, cool break off point for me. However, I accidentally pushed the wrong button earlier, so I went a little bit longer because it bothers me. So we got down. Got a lot of it done. I'm gonna push this. Yeah. Yeah, I need to touch that up right there. Yeah, that stands out. That stands out a lot better. A lot more better. Froggenstein went live with robots and red velvet cake. I'm going to have to stop by his stream. Also, I need to set up that shut up bot. Son of a biscuit. Okay. Back of the leg. Side of the leg. His underarm right here. We can get it touched up. Ba-na. Wow. I am actually starting to feel the victory fanfare playing for this miniature. Seems weird after so many streams. So this the idea behind Sunday is that Mondays tend to be dreadful enough as it is. So I wanted to always work on something extremely cute or interesting or fun or something that, is meant to be whimsical and goofy. I hadn't painted a dragon in a while on stream, so I pulled out the Fey dragon because I knew I had it. I was painting up the Steam Forged Animal Adventures. So I was using these. I do have the cats that I could paint up. I had opened the box and I had opened one of the boxes and I had it out and I was looking at it and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I could do that right now. I don't know if I could paint these guys up, but they might make their way out soon. It's just they tend to be much smaller than a 28 millimeter, or I can continue to pull from this box, which is the Briarwood Vale expansion from Reaper, which has our lovely dragon in it. And I knew it was in there, and I was like, oh, I can paint that. But you have a lot of really cute things that you can work on as well, or different ideas and sculpts. I think this one has the bees in it. Or it might be the other one. But yeah, we had painted up the doggos. Or I painted the doggos up before streams. But that's some of them that I've gotten painted up. There it is. I found it. The box was exactly where I was at. I was just one down one more. These are the animals of the faraway sea. So these guys were painted up mostly on stream. I think the only one that was never painted on stream was the elk. But I had pulled out the doggos and I was, or the cats or something. I was like, I'm not gonna paint these guys. I'm not gonna paint them right now. They tend to be really small and they have a lot of detail on them that get really bothersome, or not bothersome, but they get over. Sometimes it gets over tedious, and it's just like, well, why? So we will continue to paint amazingly cute things on Sundays, just because I find it to be so. I find it to be so relaxing. Yeah. So the skin came along nice. I need to do the hard scale bits down through here. It's not smooth as I want it to be, and the hands need to get squared along with the bottom paws. I need to do these blue hard scale bits as well. So I might dedicate a Friday stream to her or them, really, to see how much more I want to put into different aspects. Sometimes I would be known to write little lists like this to kind of focus at the end what I need to be putting my time into. But I have ochre/brown smoother, and then the nails and the rainbows, because like the rainbow nails aren't exactly smooth as I want them to be, or I've got like this weird spot in between, and I need to put the blue in. For Monday, we're going to go back to Mix It Up Monday, and we're going to focus on something from a D&D box, and we're going to make up all of our own colors, and we're going to pick from this random box to see what we pull out. We have fur blocks. We have whatever this fox adventurer is. I don't know. But we might be picking from this box and seeing what we do, or we might be returning back to the bugbears. I'm not quite sure yet. We will see how Monday goes. But I do want to get back to mixing it up on Monday and using just primary colors to limit my palette and make all of the things that I want them to make them. But I need to say goodbye because I should get some sleep for tomorrow. And we are going to go see our friend Monster Den Minis, because that is how life is supposed to be. I am supposed to raid into him. He does not raid me. That is how it is. It looks like he's playing marbles on stream. So I'm going to push the start raid button. Say goodnight to you all. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the new follows. I look forward to checking out your work, Ace of Diamonds, in Discord tonight. After stream is over, remember to always paint, have fun, and enjoy everything. Every day is a great day that you get to make art.